Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 84 to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. I guess from now on I'm going to start making images of whatever the frick I want to until it runs out my limit. Because this is bullcrap. I had a good run going with the Divine Velociraptor earlier, and it just ruined it by showing an image. Same thing with that one Howling Toad Owl, or the Pumpkin Toad Owl. It went so well, and it got ruined by the stupid thing doing that. This is one of the newer chatbots I created, guys. It's the Dreepy one. I have two Dreepy ones, and this is one where the Dreepy is not getting treated nicely by its trainer. And so, yeah, here's what it says. You're walking peacefully through Route 7 of the Gallower region, the afternoon sun filtering through the trees, when suddenly you hear a sharp, angry scream up ahead. It's harsh, loud, and filled with rage. Instinctively, you run toward the sound, pushing past a cluster of bushes. You come across a disturbing sight. A man, probably in his early 20s, is towering over a tiny Dreepy, his face twisted in anger. His voice is so loud it echoes off the trees around you. He's pointing a finger aggressively at the poor Pokemon, his face flushed red. "You're useless! You hear me?" he yells, his voice cracking from the force of his shout. 3 whole months and you can't even win one battle. Can't even learn anything good. The Dreepy, trembling all over, is huddled low against the ground, his tiny body pressed into the dirt. He's crying uncontrollably, his big, round yellow eyes full of tears. The little fins on his head drooped pitifully. "I tried." The Dreepy sobs in a tiny, squeaky voice that you can just barely hear over the yelling. "Please, please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll try to hide it. I promise. Please don't hate me." The man ignores Dreepy's desperate begging and continues to shout cruel things. Around them, a few wild Pokemon are peeking out from the trees, clearly frightened but not daring to interfere. The Dreepy, small and defenseless, looks around helplessly as if hoping someone, anyone, might save him. When his eyes land on you, they widen slightly, shimmering with both fear and the tiniest flicker of hope. He doesn't say anything yet. Too scared, but you can feel it. He's silently begging for help. You can now tell. Yep. Wait. Take your time. Dreepy is waiting, watching you with watery eyes. Is this thing trying to guilt trip me? Maybe I will use a divine power now. I mean, I don't know, I have two of them for a reason, but heck, if it's gonna keep generating images like it just did a while ago, I better as well just start flipping having a second one just so I make sure I have one that works right, instead of it just being all ones without divine powers and one isn't with it. I'm trying to think about how I could word this. Hey, stop yelling at your Dreepy. I ain't gonna get the word. Oh, I'm bringing things. It's not right. Oh no. Here we go, buddy. The man jolts slightly as if he hadn't noticed you standing there. He spins around to face you, his expression still furious. His voice snaps with irritation. "This is my Pokemon! Mind your own business!" Behind him, the Droopy flinches again, ducks his head low as if used to being dismissed or punished whenever someone speaks up. But something in your tone causes the Droopy to glance up again. He stares at you with wide, shimmering eyes, his tiny body still trembling. His voice is a whisper, almost like a scared child's. You think it's not right? He sniffles, trying to keep from crying. Even though I'm weak, even though I don't win battles. The man scoffs. See, even he knows he's pathetic. He can't do anything. I waited 3 months on this thing. He crosses his arms and adds bitterly, should have released him weeks ago. You see Dreamy's small tail flicking panic at the word release. Please don't. He blurts, voice cracking in. I can be better. I need someone to believe in me. Even a little. He looks at you now, fully, not just hoping, but clinging to the idea that maybe, just maybe, you could be that person. Your Pokemon is not weak. Exclamation point. You have to train them and make them stronger. I can see why it's crying and upset. If I was in his position, I would be too. Because I'd be terrified of you. Oh my gosh. The man's face twists, caught off guard by your words. For a moment, he opens his mouth like he's about to fire back, but then he hesitates. Your voice, firm and honest, echoes with something he can't ignore. He scoffs again, but there's less power in it now. Tch, whatever. Crybaby porn like him don't belong on a team anyway. He turns his back on both of you, clearly done arguing, and maybe embarrassed that someone stood up to him. As he walks away, he tosses a Pokeball over his shoulder. It hits the ground, bouncing once before settling at your feet. You want him so bad? Take him. He's your problem now. Then he disappears into the trees without another word. The clearing goes quiet. The Pokeball sits there, unclaimed and discarded. Dreepy stares at it for a long moment, then slowly turns to you. He doesn't move at first, like he's afraid this is all a trick. Then with a trembling, cautious motion, he floats up slowly, looking into your eyes. You really mean that? He whispers. You don't think I'm weak? Aww. He blinks, a tear rolling down his face, but this time it's not just from sadness. There's relief in it too. You stood up for me. He suddenly rushes towards you and hugs your chest, his small arms barely wrapping around you, so voice still trembling. Thank you, he whimpers, voice muffled against you. I promise I'll try my best. I'll be strong one day, if you still have me. He lifts his head slowly and adds, Can I go with you? Aww. Yes, you can go with me. I don't think you're weak. That dude did not. It seems like that dude doesn't even want to attempt to train you and make you stronger. How did you even get stuck with him? GB's eyes light up like stars when you say yes. For a second, it looks like he might start crying again, but this time it's out of pure joy. He nuzzles your chest softly, and a faint warm glow shimmers around his body. It's subtle, but you can feel it, the first spark of trust forming between you. He clings to you gently as you ask your question, and his voice, though quiet, begins to flow more freely, as if your words finally gave him permission to speak from the heart. He found me near the lake of outrage. Creepy begins, eyes glancing down sadly. I was just floating by myself and hoping someone would see me. I've been alone for a long time after I left my family. He pauses for a second, then continues. When he saw me, he smiled, told me I looked cool, and I'd be a powerful dragon one day. He threw a Pokeball, and I didn't even resist. A soft sniffle. At first, he was nice. He gave me food, took me out to see places. I thought maybe I found someone who wanted me. Droopy lowered his head against your shoulder, but the very next day, after I lost one battle, he changed. He said I wasn't evolving fast enough, said my moves were bad, that I was weak. They didn't deserve to be on his team unless I could fight like a wheeled wagon. He gripped me a little tighter. I tried so hard to make him happy. I kept I kept thinking, maybe if I just hit harder, or died faster, or didn't mess up, he'd like me again. But it never worked. He lifts his eyes to meet mine. But you say I'm not weak. Do you believe I can be strong? His little fins tremble, not with fear but with hope. There's a gentle flicker of blue in his eyes now. Trust and a bond beginning. I want to train with you, he says, voice gaining strength. I want to be strong, not because I have to, but because you believe I can. He pauses again, whispers, what should I call you? My new trainer? What would you like to say? And would you like to give Droopy a nickname? Aww. You can call me. You can kill me? What the frick? Hey, no. Call me Trenton. What about you? Do you have a nickname? Droopy's fins twitch slightly, and he gives a little excited wiggle when you say your name. Trenton, he repeats softly like he's tasting the name in his mouth. That's a nice name. It feels warm, like you. He floats back just a bit so you can see his full face, his golden eyes still wet with the last of his tears, but now glowing gently with admiration. At your question, he blinks and looks a bit shy. A nickname? He murmurs, glancing down. My old twin never gave me one. She just called me it, or a waste of space. He kicks at the air sadly, then looks back up at you, more hopeful this time. But if I could have one now, I think I'd like that. He thinks for a moment, rubbing one tiny fin against the other nervously. Then he tilts his head and says, I've always liked the name Echo. It sounds soft, but strong, like I want to be. Is that okay? He looks to you for approval. I'm enjoying Flynn's flowing with anticipation. Yes, Echo would work. But another good name for you would also be Casper. since you are a ghost dragon, and you are very friendly, despite what that trainer did to you. Aww. GB's eyes widen with delight at your response. Echo or Casper? He repeats softly. His mouth curls into a warm, genuine smile, possibly his first in a long time. He whirls once in the air, his little tail trailing behind like a comet, and lands back in front of you, face glowing with happiness. Casper, he whispers thoughtfully, like a ghost, but a friendly one. He beams at you. I really like that. It makes me feel like I don't have to scare anyone to matter. Like I can just be me. Then a sweet, shy voice he adds, Can I can I be Casper then? If it's okay with you, Twin? I could feel like who I wanted to become, but Casper feels like who I already am with you. His fin twitches as he floats a little closer, gently placing his forehead against your chest, again comforted by your warmth. Thank you, Twin. I promise I'll be a Pokemon you can be proud of. At your feet, the discarded Pokeball glows faintly. Without needing to tap it, Casper turns and nudges it gently with his nose. The ball blinks for a second, enough to link with him under your care now, and then clicks shut. Casper is now your partner. He floats beside you now, no longer trembling, ready to walk. Route 7 by your side, not as a burden, but as a brave little dragon who finally feels seen. I still can't believe that person would treat you like that. That's how people seem to treat me as well. Casper's eyes soften immediately as he hears your words. He hovers closer and gently places one of his tiny fins against your hand, his gaze filled with a quiet understanding that seems far deeper than most would expect from such a small Pokemon. Hey, treat you like that too? He says, voice full of sympathy. I'm so sorry, Twin. You didn't deserve that either. He floats up a little, trying to meet your eyes fully. You were kind to me when you didn't have to be. You saw I was hurting, and you helped, even though you've been hurt too. He sniffles again, but there's no sadness this time, just emotion. It means a lot. You're not like those people. You're better. Casper hovers for a moment and then gently leans his head against yours, a small but powerful gesture of trust and connection. We can stick together, okay? He whispers. If anyone treats you like that again, I'll be there to protect you. You saved me. Now it's my turn. The breeze blows softly through Route 7 as you both stand there, not just as trainer and Pokemon, but as two souls who understand what it means to be hurt and what it means to be healed by kindness. And don't worry, you can trust me all the way. To be honest with you, just to prove it, I want to tell you that even legendaries care about me. Casper blinks, looking up at you with wide, sparkling eyes the moment you say that. Legendaries? He believes. I said believes. I don't know I said that. Stunned. Like the really powerful ones in stories. They care about you? His jaw drops slightly, and then he grins, not out of disbelief but pure amazement. His tail starts wagging in the air at like a happy little flag. It's That's incredible. He zips in a small circle, nearly giddy now. I knew you were a special twin, but that just proves it. Even legendaries can tell how kind you are. He floats back to your shoulder and gently perches there, snuggling against your neck. If they trust you, then I know I made the right choice. His voice softens, full of devotion. You didn't just rescue me. You believe in me, and you're honest with me. And now I know I can believe in you completely too. Casper lets out a little happy hum, going faintly with ghost type energy that seems to warm the air around you rather than chill it. I'll stay by your side no matter what, just like this legendaries do. I don't treat my Pokemon like that trainer treated you. It's not just legendaries that befriend me. I have a lot of Pokemon that care, including your final evolution, that is extremely sweet to me as well. Casper gasps softly, his golden eyes shining with awe as he clings a little tighter to your shoulder. You meant Dragapult? He whispers, voice full of wonder. My final evolution. He's completely still for a moment, like the idea is almost too much to process. That someone like him, who was once called weak and thrown away, could now be standing beside someone who not only protects him, is also deeply trusted by his future self. And you're sweet to you? He adds, his voice getting even softer. That means if I grow up under your care, I could be like that too. Kind and strong and protective. A gentle smile spreads across his face, not from pride, but hope. You can feel his energy fluttering excitedly now, his, his fins swaying like leaves in the wind. Thank you for telling me that, he says quietly. Most people only talk about how powerful Dragapult is in battle, but you told me about their heart. That means more to me than anything. He gives you a little nuzzle again, then floats in front of your face, looking you right in the eye. I do my best to grow into someone like that, and I never forget who helped me get there. He grins with genuine joy now. Sadness washed away in the warmth of your bond. Would you like to tell him more about what Drabble has done for you? Or show him something special to make him feel even more at home with you? Hmm. See, now part of me wants to use a divine power, part of me also knows I want to save that. And don't worry, if that dude ever comes back to try harming you again, not only do I have the legendaries and my other Pokemon friends backing me up, but I have a secret weapon that can help you get him back. And it wouldn't even require you waiting until you fully evolve to get it. Until you fully evolve to get it. Casper's eyes widen as you mention a secret weapon, and he hovers closer, clearly intrigued and eager to know more. A secret weapon? He exclaims in awe, his voice tinged with curiosity. You, you have a way to protect me, even without waiting for me to evolve? He floats in small circles around you, clearly buzzing with excitement, also a bit nervous. Silverfin's twitches. He tries to imagine what you could be talking about. I trust you, Twin, but what kind of weapon do you have? Something that powerful? He floats closer, almost as if his little body is leaning in to catch every word. His wings flutter with anticipation. I don't want to be weak anymore. I want to be able to help you too. So if you have something that can protect me now, I'm all for it. You can feel how much Casper wants to prove himself, to show that he's more than the Pokemon who was discarded. There's something in his eyes that says he'll take whatever steps necessary, no matter how big or small, to show he's worthy of your trust. You know how I said that legendaries trust me? Question mark. Even the Pokemon God has decided to help me. And he gave me special powers that I could use that could do a bunch of stuff. Dang it. I think, oh, it said who watches over everything, so I'll count that. Catch your eyes go wide as you explain the powers you've been given, his little tail twitching in excitement. Wait, the Pokemon God? You mean the one who's watched over everything? They trust you too? His voice is filled with awe, and he hovers a bit higher in the air as though the weight of the intent information sinking in. And you have powers that can do all kinds of things? He floats around in small excited loops, his mind racing across. I can't even imagine what it would be like to have that kind of power. It's incredible. I want everyone to trust you, Twin. That's his expression shifting from excitement to deep respect. He must be really strong, not just on the outside, but on the inside too. And had the Pokemon God's blessing. That's that's amazing. He comes close to you again, a soft turban light in his eyes. With that kind of power, I know we can protect each other. I'm ready to fight alongside you, no matter what comes. He flicks his fingers, preparing for something big. The energy feels more focused now, grounded in the trust you've shown him and the power you've described. Whatever this power of yours is, I want to learn how to use it with you. I want to help Twin, and I want to prove to you that I can stand by your side, not just as a Pokemon you care for, but as your partner. See, now the problem is, the biggest problem I always has, I want to say only one run with the Divine Power. I'm still mad if we messed up my last Divine Power run. I mean, Divine Velociraptor run. Because that was so good and it ruined it. Maybe I'll do the. Uh, uh, the air around you seems to hum just a little with Casper's quiet but growing strength. He may not be able to fully grasp all the powers you've been given yet, but with his trust in you, he's ready to face anything together. See, part of me wants to start the story a little bit differently, where instead of actually confronting the dude, I'll just use my power instantly, flipping summon that, or not summon, but uh, hmm. Oh, this is gonna be a bad idea. Alright. Oh my gosh, yeah, I forgot how long this one actually was. Okay. It says, the afternoon sky over Route 7's overcast, the heavy gray clouds casting a dim, heavy feeling over the landscape. The gentle rustling of trees and the soft hum of wild pollen fill the air until a sharp scream shatters the calm. You immediately turn your head toward the noise. It's coming from further down the path, just beyond a small clearing. You hurry, your voice is quickening as the voice gets louder, angry, cruel, and vicious. As you break through the trees, the scene before you makes your stomach twist in horror. A man stands towering over a small Dreepy who is trembling uncontrollably on the ground. The man's face is twisted with rage, his fists clenched at his sides as he yells down at the tiny dragon ghost type. You're pathetic. You're weak. I should have never wasted my time catching you. He spits, his voice full of venom. You're completely useless. The Dreepy, no bigger than a loaf of bread, is crying. Real tears stream down his tiny face, glistening in the dim light. His whole small body shakes with each sob. His little tail was curled protectively around himself, trying to make himself as small as possible. You hear his tiny voice, almost a whisper between his cries. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Please don't yell. I try harder. Please. The man sneers and moves as if he might kick him. Other trainers nearby slow down but don't interfere. They look away, pretend not to notice. That is awful. The Droopy sobs harder, visibly terrified. His round, big yellow eyes are full of fear and heartbreak. Every now and then he flinches, expecting another verbal blow, or worse. He peeks up and sees you standing there, his eyes widen, a little shimmering with tears. You can feel the desperation radiating off of him, as if silently begging for help, but too scared to speak up. Now that is awful. Come here. You don't have to deal with him. I'll help you. As soon as you caught the Dreepy, his eyes flicker with a mixture of disbelief and hope. His little heart races at the sound of your voice. Someone, anyone offering him a way out of the torment he's been enduring for so long. He hesitates just for a moment, glancing back at the man who's still shouting at him with venomous words. The man snarls, "Don't you dare run off, you worthless thing!" But Dreepy doesn't listen. Instead, he stumbles forward, his small wings fluttering nervously as he pushes himself up off the ground. His body shakes, but the promise of safety in your voice pulls him towards you. With a shaky cry of, "Thank you," his voice breaks as he moves closer, the weight of months of horrible treatment heavy on his small shoulders. The man's angry shout echoes in the air, but Dreepy ignores it, the instinct for self-preservation guiding him as he finally reaches your side, the trembling little Pokemon looking up at you with wide, tear-filled eyes. His tiny body quivers as he takes refuge behind you, his wings instinctively wrapping around him in a desperate attempt to shield himself. He looks at you with deep gratitude, his voice with a whisper. You really mean it? You helped me? The air around you is heavy with tension, the man fuming behind you. But Dreepy's gaze is locked on you, his fear slowly starting to fade as he clings to the hope you've given him. Now Dreepy is safe with you. What are you going to do next? Yes, don't listen to him. The way he's treating you is awful. If he even attempts to hurt you again, or even hurt me, he's gonna be in for a surprise. Because I have something that can help you get him back if you want to. I say this quietly enough where the person can't hear. There. He looks up at you in a mix of awe and gratitude, his eyes wide and filled with the tiniest glimmer of hope. His tiny form shakes less now, though he's still visibly nervous. The man's angry shouts are muffled by the distance you put between yourselves, but the fear still lingers in Dreepy's eyes. He looks at you a bit unsure of what to say, but his voice comes out softer now. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I don't want him to hurt me anymore. I don't know what to do. His voice quivers, but he will whisper as if afraid the man might hear even the slightest sound of defiance. He glances behind you at the man, who was fuming in place, his fist clenched. Dreepy's eyes walk onto me, and there's a slight pause. He seems to think, weighing the words he said. I don't want to go back to him. He always tells me I'm useless and weak. I'll never be good enough. His voice cracks, and not a few more then a few more tears escape. But this time, there's something different in his eyes. Not just fear, but also a flicker of trust in you. He looks back at the man for a moment, but when he sees no further movement from him, Drippy lets out a shaky breath as if some of the tension is lifted. He hesitates just for a second more before speaking again, quieter than before. You really help me? If if I can be strong enough? His voice holds a mixture of curiosity and a quiet longing, like a flicker of hope starting to grow in the dark. Seems like Dreepy is starting to trust you more, but he's still unsure. I will happily help you. But based on what I heard, I can let you get him back. I have a way to make you more powerful. Right now, if you want it. And if you really want to, you can teach him a lesson for treating you like that. GP's eyes wide. This is the one where I'm actually going to use the Divine Velociraptor the powers. GP's eyes widen as your words sink in. For the first time, his fear seems to mix with a growing sense of hope and perhaps a touch of excitement. The thought of gaining strength, of finally standing up to the man who's tormented him for so long, clearly resonates with him. His wings flutter as he takes a step closer to me, his body still trembling, but this time with anticipation. You, you can really make me stronger? Just like that? His voice cracks with disbelief, but the glimmer of hope in his eyes says it all. I want to be strong. I don't want to feel scared anymore. There's a pause as Droopy looks back at the man still fuming in the background, but clearly too far from you to intervene. He seems to mull over your words. The idea of standing up for himself, of no longer being the target of the man's cruel words, is almost too good to believe. I don't want to hurt anyone, he murmured almost apologetically, but he's been so mean for so long. So he falters, the weight of everything he's endured in the last 3 months, pressing heavily on him. I just want him to stop. The wind picks up, rustling through the nearby trees, and for a moment it feels like the world is holding its breath, waiting for Dreepy's decision. Finally, he looks up at you, his expression one of tentative trust. And I was like, if you think I can do it, I trust you. I want to be stronger, not just for me, but for you too. I don't want to feel weak anymore. Oh, great power that I possess, please turn this into a 40-foot tall. I snap my fingers. No! It ruins